Okay, no two people are the same. You can give two people the exact same diet, the same training program, the same coach, and still get completely different results. Not because one person worked harder, but because their brains are wired differently. This test is a simple self assessment tool used to identify your dominant neurotransmitters and how your brain naturally functions. It helps explain how you think, how you respond to stress, how you stay motivated, and how you regulate your emotions so your training, lifestyle, and communication can be tailored to your nervous system rather than using a generic one size fits all approach. Because real results are not just limited by your workout or your diet, they're limited by how you handle pressure, how you recover, how you stay consistent, and how long you can sustain intensity. This is why I use this test with all my clients to give them the best results possible. It gives me insights into how their nervous system is actually wired, not just how they feel on a good day. This test focuses on the four key neurotransmitters that influence performance and behavior. So, first one is dopamine. Dopamine dominant individuals are driven by achievement. They thrive on progress, clear goals, competition, and winning. They also thrive on a protein rich diet, lower carbs. All of these have specific strengths, weaknesses, and a specific training approach that would be beneficial to them. Acetylcholine dominant individuals are natural thinkers and creators. They are big picture visionaries, highly creative, and extremely mentally active. GABA dominant individuals are naturally calm, balanced, and grounded. They tend to be emotionally stable and remain relaxed even under pressure. Serotonin dominant individuals are naturally social, emotionally intelligent, and strongly driven by connection and relationships. So, as you can see, they are all very unique. Someone who is serotonin dominant is better suited to carbohydrates and does well with sunlight exposure, as where someone who is dopamine dominant is lower carbs, more protein. Everyone has all four, but most people are naturally dominant in one or two, and that changes how they should be trained, fueled, and coached. So I've listed the top four combination of two. So dopamine, acetylcholine, the visionary executor type, high drive with high creativity. Dopamine and GABA, calm operator, drive with emotional stability. Dopamine and serotonin, charismatic leader type with drive and emotional intelligence. Acetylcholine and GABA, the strategic thinker, creativity with calm. So again, they all have their own specific training approach, core traits, strengths, weaknesses, recovery. Then you have triple dominant profiles. So these are very commonly high performance. And then you have the balanced type. So someone who's just average across the board. No strong dominance, stable but may lack drive edge, response to best to structured. External motivation, performs well with coaching input. Everyone's completely different. You also have deficiencies. So someone who is dopamine deficient generally has low motivation, brain fog, fatigue, poor drive. And then to support that, you would increase their exercise intensity, give them more protein, give them cold exposure, ice baths, give them clear, purpose driven goals. Someone with low acetylcholine, they have poor focus, poor brain fog, memory issues. And you would support that with skill training, choline intake, reduce overstimulation. Then you have GABA. So someone that lacks GABA generally is anxious, has poor sleep, a high stress response. So they're easily stressed. How would you support this? You do with breath work, magnesium, nervous system calming routines. And then you have low serotonin. So this is often linked to depression, poor mood, low emotional stability, cravings, and emotional eating. So to help someone with these issues, would be like sunlight, carbs, and social connection. It literally lists everything and it explains why. The test is just a 40-question psychological lifestyle based questionnaire. It measures patterns of thought, behavior, emotional response to predict which neurotransmitters are dominant and deficient in your personality. So all it is 10 questions per each specific neurotransmitter, which will then give you an idea of what one you're dominant in or deficient in. Why does it matter? Because once you understand how someone's brain operates, you can stop guessing and start personalizing with precision. Everything from their training intensity, their recovery strategy, their nutrition approach, their supplementation, their accountability system, and even the way you communicate with them as a client. Some people respond well to pressure. Some people respond to encouragement. Some people respond to logic. Others to purpose. This test allows me to see that from the beginning without guessing. It's not about labeling people. It's about removing guesswork. So I did the test myself, and these were my results. And it's incredibly precise as to how I am as a person. So dopamine dominant with secondary acetylcholine traits and under-supported GABA with fluctuating serotonin balance. So high drive, high output individual, strategically thinker, always running on my near upper limit. I do not lack discipline. My strengths, my risks, my key focus points. So two people can follow the same plan, live the same lifestyle, and you only get results. Yet only one gets results long term. Not because one of effort, but because of the plan matches their nervous system. I just want to give my clients the best results I possibly can, and with this test, it allows me to do that. This test is a personality and lifestyle tool. It is not a medical diagnosis. It does not replace blood tests or clinical assessment, and it is purely used for self-awareness and to optimize coaching and training.